Hey everybody, welcome to the GMG review. Well, I made it. I got through all 18 legions and the core books for the Liber Astartes and Liber Hereticus in one day. That means there's there was 19 videos going up today on Saturday. I couldn't have that, so I've decided to do a 20th bonus video because, you know, this is a lot. This is 700 pages of stuff to go through and think about and have like a noodle on. And so I decided to make a bonus video. Let's talk about allies. Allies actually make up a big part of the army list in here, and there's several different contingents and rights of war designed around being allies. So I thought I'd pull out two that I thought were really cool and interesting, particularly for veteran Horus Heresy players who might pick up the Age of Darkness box and not want to start a new legion, but want to do a Horus Heresy project because they're excited about the new game. They might have tons of miniatures painted already. So I thought I would pull out maybe my top two allied forces from both the Liber Astartes and Liber Hereticus, one of which is kind of sneaky and you might not have thought of. So we'll start with the Hereticus because it's actually kind of easy. The first one is obviously going to be the Watchful Eye of Horus. Having a Sons of Horus detachment in your army, there's a whole thing designed around it, basically having an emissary, a dark emissary, lead your, or like the allied detachment. And out of the box, I came up with a quickie 500 point list. It's basically just a Dreadnought, 20 Legionnaires, and a Dark Emissary converted on one of the Praetors. You could very easily make the Staff of Judgment out of the Axe Praetor, and he looks great as the Sons of Horus anyway, by putting like a Vexilla top or one of the Skeletops, or even his back banner with all of the skulls and stuff on the Power Axe, and creating the Staff of Authority that he's issued. And then just some Legion Tacticals and a Dreadnought. We'll round it to 500 points. The bonus there is an allied detachment. If you're playing a traitor army, then the War Master's eye is on you. All the units in that detachment are stubborn, so all of a sudden you have a line unit that's scoring of 20 models that does not suffer negative penalties to leadership because they're stubborn. And you've also got the staff, which is going to make everybody nearby within 6 of it, including that stubborn unit, leadership 10. So line unit, stubborn, leadership 10, 20 bodies, and it applies to all the non-allied models too. So you can pass out a ton of like bonus leadership. Obviously we've seen leadership's a big deal in this game, and for 500 points of your army, so like maybe a 6 of your army if you're playing a standard 3,000 point game, you get to paint some Sons of Horus, have them on the battlefield, and augment and sort of like force multiply your troops. So a cool side project, lets you dig into those beakies if you want, paint that cool new Praetor in a way that might augment your army, and it slots into if you have a traitor army list already ready to go. The second half of that would be if you wanted to make yourself a sacrifice sub-attachment of Word Bearers. Now, you need Erebus to really make this work, but if you either convert or grab Erebus or make him out of one of the existing, you could make a not Erebus as well, make like a Diabolist Erebus. This is kind of sacrilegious in the Horus Heresy, but I'm going to suggest it again in a minute for the allies. Taking one of the existing characters, making him an archetype, it makes sense you could have another 135 point Diabolist, evil chaplain type. You can convert it yourself if you want. But basically what that's going to allow you to do as an ally, paint up some of those cool new beakies in the box maybe, and take some demons. I feel like the allied detachment of Word Bearers, they can then pick this Sacrifice Rite of War as long as you've got a Master Legion in there. So if you take a Praetor, which Erebus is, he's Master Legion, you can call it the Sacrifice round by round, put the Gaze of the Dark Gods on stuff that are Word Bearers in the unit, and then also if you want, pierce the veil, bring demons in. It's just a cool way of slotting the demonic chaos, more chaosy stuff into the less chaosy traitor armies. And just gives you a cool allied option for that. So obviously the idea here is to be able to add something new to an existing Horus Heresy army if you're a veteran, or look at maybe what comes in that box or in these books as like I kind of want to paint 2 of these, but I want to paint tons of one or tons of the other. Here's some like side projects you could do. Now for the Liber Astartes, the sort of like loyalist guys, there's a pretty obvious one, and the pretty obvious one is going to be, of course, the Lord Breakers, the Space Wolves. Gagor Fellhand, he's a miniature that came in Prospero Burns. You could very easily convert the existing Praetor miniatures in that box, give him a lightning claw off one of the Sergeant frames, and a bolter, and he's kind of ready to rock and roll. You have a cool Space Wolf Praetor who's Gagor, who's, or Gagor's, one of his sort of like contemporaries. All the legions got assigned Space Wolves to watch them. They were purged from the traitors, but all the loyalists would have had one of these allied detachments in them. So it's literally like, I'm making one for my Raven Guard because the lion and the wolf are best friends forever. and it's my first allied project I want to do. But it's a cool allied thing. You can make it into stuff from the box. I'm going to convert my guys a bit. I think I might use Mark III armor for some of it, and I have a Gygar Falcon I'm going to paint up. I might actually still convert one just because I like the idea of having a different miniature be in the army. And it lets you take, and you can be able to convert up the Special Terminator Squad as well. The, what are they called? The Veragear Terminator Squad to go with them. I can do 1,000-point allied detachment that will slot right into my 2,000 points of Raven Guard I have painted already, and have the Raven and the Wolf basically campaigning together, which I think is super cool. It gives you all that independent character hunting, Primarch killing stuff too that the Space Wolves have. And you could easily make 8-man Terminator Squad of Veragear, a big 20-man Grey Slayers squad with like chain bayonets, and Gygar out of what comes in the Age of Darkness box. Now the sneakier one for allies is if you wanted to cherry pick some stuff from the Liber Hereticus into your ally detachment, you can use the Rewards of Betrayal from the Alpha Legion and do a little Alpha Legion ally detachment for your army. That means you can take, as long as it doesn't have the Traitor tag in a Loyalist army, you can use Rewards of Betrayal to take a single special unit type that has normally the keyword of a different legion in an Alpha Legion ally detachment. So, and that means there's some weird stuff you could do here to cherry pick if you wanted to paint those miniatures. So for instance, Phoenix Terminator squads are not traitors. You could take a Phoenix Terminator squad. You could take Iron Warriors. Would you really like to take, I don't know, the Iron Circle? Oh, sorry, they don't have the Legion. You couldn't use them in particular, actually. The Carcerai don't have the Iron Circle. Or no, they do have Legionaries Iron Warriors. I guess you could take them if you had an automatic lead them. You want to steal some Iron Circle mana pool, stick them in your Legion army. They're not traitors. You can. Tyrant Siege Squad, not traitors. And so this lets you kind of like cherry pick from this book a little bit if you want into the Loyalists. You want some Night Lords? I think most of the Night Lords actually are traitors. I think I'm speaking too soon. Yeah, obviously Kurz is a traitor. No, you can take a Terror Squad if you want. You can take a Terror Squad, or you can take a Night Raptor Squad too, because they're not traitors. Even the Conticars aren't traitors, the Dissidents and stuff like that. The World Eaters, Angeron's obviously a traitor, but the Red Butchers aren't. So you could have Red Butchers in your army. So it's a neat way of using the Rewards of Treachery rule to cherry pick some stuff from Liber Hereticus and have it have secretly been infiltrated by the Alpha Legion and then show up in your traitor army if you want to do some fun, cool thematic things. So that's it. There's my bonus video. Thoughts on the ally detachment part of playing Horus Heresy and how that was really supported in this book. There's some neat kind of interesting things you can do. So until next time, I'm Ash. We'll see you for more Horus Heresy. Happy working. Hey there, I hope you enjoyed that video. There are tons of other games already recorded for you to watch. Click over to my channel page if you haven't already, and have a look to the dozens of playlists full of videos. I guarantee you'll discover a game you haven't seen played before. I put out new videos 7 days a week, and every day is themed to a different genre as I continue to explore the wider world of gaming. Of course, none of that's possible without you, the viewer, so click a like and subscribe if you'd like to stay on top of what's happening here daily. My 2 kids and I are massively grateful to be able to have the flexibility of this job so I can always maximize my time with them. If you want to support me continuing to put out this content, it's only possible because of my amazing backers on Patreon who support the studio, equipment, and model cost, as well as being how I make the bulk of my living. You can also help out by buying a t-shirt through Spreadshirt, a measuring gauge or widget from Death Ray Designs, or buying one of my games and supplements like Last Days, Gamma Wolves, and Blaster. As a way of showing my appreciation, patrons get early access to new games and supplements that I write throughout the course of the year. Huge thanks for watching, it really does help out, and happy gaming.